All right, today we're going to be going over family time. This was our business idea for Business 310. The first thing we want to go over is our value proposition and key insights. And so, really, what we're looking at is family time realizes that in today's busy, technology filled world, that families don't always find the time they want to spend together. And so, what we've done is we have created a product that will facilitate more meaningful time with our family so that families can come closer together and spend more of that meaningful time with each other. The great thing about our product is that it's a very low cost, and we will be able to gain revenue from different revenue streams. Our minimum viable product here is going to be our box. And what our box is it's really a family kit. You open the kit and you've got Christian-led stories with activities that tie into that story so that you can sit down and as parents, you can teach your kids a lesson with a good story behind it, and you can have an activity that will give you that time that you can all do something together as a family that's wholesome and that brings your family closer together. If we look at our market sizing, here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, we have just over 6 million people that currently live here. Of those 6 million people, 52% of our population are Christian. And so what that will do for us is our product has the potential to serve just over 3 million people, which is awesome for the market sizing. If we look at our early adopters or our early evangelists, the first of the three would be a Mormon family or a family that is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. What most of these people feel is that we don't have enough time to spend with our kids. And so what we've heard is we need more meaningful activities with our kids. What people usually end up doing is they buy movies or video games for their kids, and then they feel frustrated that those activities are just meaningless. If we look at families of other denominations, once again, they don't feel like they spend enough time with their kids. They say that they wish there was more faith-based activities for their children. They need the availability. So once again, they waste their money on non-meaningful activities, and then there's that guilt they feel for not spending more quality time with their children. What we've gathered from family friends is that they run out of ideas of things to do as a family. They say, I wish I was a better parent. Once again, there's wasting money on activities that really are just meaningless. And then at the end of the day, there's that guilt they feel for being a bad parent. If we look at our distribution channels here, so we will have our product available to buy directly from our website for those that want to check us out that way. The big one we're looking at, though, is retail as far as Christian bookstores. With hundreds of Christian bookstores in our area, we feel that that is going to be the best way to get our product into customers' homes. Our key partners are going to be those local Christian bookstores for joint business development. We will be able to grow our business and get our name out there, and then they will be able to sell new products and gain more customers. Our key supplier will be the Oriental Trading Company. They will be able to provide all the things we will be putting in our box for a price that will help us stay competitive and, more importantly, help us stay profitable. If we're looking at the key resources for a successful startup, we're physically putting our product into our customers' hands for feedback. Right now, we're not really looking at any intellectual property or patents, and we already have enough startup capital to get our initial run of 200 boxes made. If we look at our key activities, it really all boils down to one thing. We need to get our box put together, planned, and put into people's hands so we know what needs to be changed or adjusted, if anything. Customer feedback is going to be one of our greatest resources, and we need to collect that before anything else. The big mistake we don't want to make is we don't want to make the assumption that we know everything that these people want. So we want to go with our assumptions of what would our families like to do, put those in that box, and then let our customers tell us if there's something else they'd rather see or another way of doing it so that we can sell them the thing that they actually want to use. If we look at the cost, so with our boxes, we're going to have our mission statement and our logo printed on them. We've done our research and we're looking at about $1 per box for printing. The materials for the inside of the box, we're looking at about $3 to get them put together. And then we've budgeted roughly $1 per box for shipping. Total cost to produce each box will be $5. With selling them for $19.99, we are making a profit of $14.99 per box. If we look at our revenue, it's really going to touch on our cost once again. The big thing to look at here, the difference is when we go in and we sell to these local Christian bookstores, we're going to ask for a 100-unit minimum order. So for every business we're able to create an order for, we're looking at a minimum of $1,500 per business. If we go into our metrics that matter, really the ones we need to focus on are our monthly sales. How many of these boxes are we selling every month? The next one is customer retention. So with each of our boxes, a box is good for a month. You will get an activity to cover you for that month, and then next month there will be a new box with new activities. So how many of these customers are allowing us to sell to them every month? And then we really need to pay attention to our revenue streams. The insights we've got from our customer interviews, we've really had nothing but positive feedback. Everyone's excited that this is a very original product. They've never seen anything like it before. Everyone's excited because they can see the good that we're trying to do, and they can see that this is something that is missing from their life right now. And then the only other thing we've received from our interviews is just the application for different ages of children. So if a family has, children that are teenagers, tweenagers, and younger, how is our product going to apply to everyone as a family? And what we're looking at there is we're just really looking at having the family come together and the older ones helping teach the younger ones, really getting those good lessons and morals down. If we look at our business environment, we're really looking at retail sales. So the main focal point is getting these into local Christian bookstores. The secondary is having people buy directly from us from the internet, and then the reception of our products sold from local retail. If we go over our SWOT analysis, our strengths are we are very passionate about our product and what it offers. Our customer base is very closely aligned with our idea. Once again, we are here in the Bible Belt. We are here with fellow Christians, and we are all on the same page. Our weaknesses are really unknown. We don't know what we might encounter along the way. We don't know how everything is going to be received from the beginning. Our opportunities with this tie right back into our passion of helping families come together. And the only threat we really have right now is someone building a bigger, stronger version of what we've already created. If we go over our initial BMC, you can look this over and you can see the assumptions we had day one of looking at doing this business. And then if you look at our final BMC here, looking back, we were able to see that we were able to identify new partners that could help us launch to a greater selection of customers. We were able to gain insight from customer interviews, so we're not going into this completely blind. and we were able to identify the next steps we need to complete so that we can have a successful launch. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.